Thank you for tuning in to Mona Lisa Late Night. Grab your glass and let's get started. But before we get there, please go to my website, www.monalisamonroe.com. We've got merchandise, we've got t-shirts, we've got cups, we've got totes, we've got everything you need. We've even got my book, Life After the Diagnosis. So, let's go ahead, grab your glass, bottoms up, let's start talking.
Good evening, good evening, good evening, and welcome to Evenings with Mona Lisa Monroe. Boy, I tell you, if you did not tune in to the show this month, you missed some good stuff, baby. Because we had the Love Is series all month long. And I'm just going to be honest with you, I had such a great time doing the show. But I'm going to be honest with you as well. I had a single person check me today, and she said, "Excuse me, single people want to talk about some love too, because all month long you had couples on the show." And you know what? I sat back and said, "You got a point there, sis." So I said, "I'm sending you a link because I want you to tell everybody what you told me." So I can't wait. I also extended the invitation to some more single sisters because we are getting ready to go in about some love, honey. Yes, so here we go. Welcome to the show, Miss Love Paytonte.
Hey, how are you?
What's going on? You
No,
good?
I am good. I am good. I'm definitely
Wonderful.
good. And I'm glad to be on your show today.
And also, welcome to the show,
Mm.
baby. We got some sisters in the house that is ready to talk about this LOVE thing, honey.
Hey,
Y'all ready for me? Y'all ain't ready for me today.
we ready for you.
Ready for us.
That is the question.
Well, of course, you know, before we get started, I want everybody who's tuning in to jump on the website, www.monalisamonroe.com. And I want you to purchase some merchandise because you support the show. All right, there you go. It's gone, it's out. I did what I did. So now I want you ladies to introduce yourself, and let's start with the lady who checked me today, Miss Love Payne.
Well, hi, all of your guests on the Mona Lisa Monroe Show. My name is Love Pate, and I am your anointed architect. Hey,
Uh-huh.
so I am here with Mona Lisa to talk about from a singles point of view, the
Oh,
importance from a single woman's point of view,
that's right.
the importance of what love is from the view of a single woman. But yes, God uses me, is going to use me today, and will use me in later in the future to be able to help build and inspire women into their greatness. So thank you for the opportunity to speak.
Awesome. Well, I'll take the mic
Yeah.
from here.
I feel
um,
you and I hear you. Go ahead, Miss Janine.
awesome. So I am Janine Johnson. I am amongst other things, as Mona Lisa said, I'm single. Also, just put that out there. Um, I a fashion stylist, also a women's empowerment. I'd like to say that I'm a coach, just to help guide women in the right direction. Also a photographer as well too. So I wear many hats. But excited to be on the show tonight and to partake in this conversation about love.
Oh, right. That's what I'm talking about. Because, honey, love capped on me and checked me today. Excuse me, what about the singles? We also want to talk about some love. And I said, you know what? You are so right. We do not want to leave the singles out, honey. So I tell you what we'll first off do. I will first off ask you ladies, have you been in love before? Oh,
Yeah.
oh, don't get
I ain't
secretive.
shy. You know
I
what?
told
Yeah,
you.
you know what? I have been in love before, but I think the question comes more so is what kind of love that was I actually in? And that'll be the question of discussion because our perspective of love varies depending on the experiences we're in. And is it really love, or is it or it could, or was it a
Okay,
figment of my imagination? So
okay, all right.
All right.
Next.
Well, to answer your question, yes, I have been in love before. Simply put, yes, I have been in love before.
Okay, all right. Now, since you know about love, okay, you've been there, you've been in love before. Would you say you're looking for the same thing, or would you say you want something totally different? I'll just surprise me, Lord, basically.
you want me to go first?
I don't mind.
Okay. All right. So for me, I'm going to say I'm looking for something totally different. And I'm going to say I'm looking for something totally different because
Okay.
I'm different. What I desired when I was younger or before, I don't desire that. Now I desire greater than that. So the love that I'm
Mm,
expecting to come now needs to meet on the level of where I am. And so
okay.
I'd hate to be desiring, a 20-year-old love that I wanted or a 16-year-old when now, I'm 45. So right now I'm desiring the love on the level that I am now. And it's going to have to meet a lot more requirements than before because now having more of an understanding of myself, now I
Mm.
know what I want love to look like. And I know what I want love not to look like.
Oh, I know that's right.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
next.
For for me, I would definitely say experience has taught me um, what I desire, what I deserve out
Mm,
of a relationship. So um, I don't want what I've had before. I want
right.
something greater. I definitely want there to be God centered. you know, Definitely something that's God ordained. And in that, I want to make sure that there's 100% on both sides,
Mm,
dedication, giving, so on and so forth. So to answer your question, no, I don't want what I've had before. I appreciate
mhm.
the experiences, although they were hard and they were tough and they were not pleasant. I think that helps me understand in a greater way what love truly is, what it should look
Mhm.
like, and what I expect or should expect out of a relationship in the future.
That's good stuff, ladies. And as single women, hey, I was single for 12 years, so I get it. You want a certain love, right? And you got this mind, in your mind, it's supposed to look like a certain way. And then when love comes, it's something that's brand spanking new. It's something that you've never had before. And it's like, okay, is this what is this love or So I would say keep it open because you'll be surprised. Yes, you know what you want to make you tick or when it shows up at times, it's something you've never seen before. Never at all. So does the thing that I want to say is a lot of times we feel like love's supposed to look a certain way, like we were saying. And we see it on the movies. We see it
Yeah.
on,
Yeah.
soap operas or whatever the case. you could say, man, that's love. That is so true right there. Is there someone that you could, a couple that you would sit back and say, man, that's what it is right there?
For me, if I have to be very honest, I don't have that's probably why my idea of love may have not always been on track, because I haven't had a lot of examples before me that showed me what love really looked like, the fabric of love. What we see on TV, oftentimes people gravitate to that, but it's created. You get what I'm saying? It doesn't talk about the challenges of how they got to where they got. It doesn't talk about the when the camera's off. It doesn't talk about the behind the scenes. It doesn't tell you, like a lot of us want marriage, but they don't tell you that marriage is work. So what we gravitate or we want is the love we see in the movies. You'd be like, oh, that's so great. You know, like my favorite movie, and I think it's Medea's Family Reunion, or the one where the angels are hanging in the, and he has that speech, and he's like, he's so grateful because God created her just